Hello everyone, and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we are headed to the world of Last Epoch. I have officially been able to play 0.8.2 for one full day, and I'm going to show you a lot of the major differences in this update and give you my opinion. As always, I will share my thoughts. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to support smaller channels. Alright, let's jump right into this. To start off, if anybody is on the fence on getting this game, it is a perfect time to jump in. Not only is it the largest update ever, but also right now through my Gamers Nexus store, you can get Last Epoch for 20% off. Link is in the description below. Thank you zombies for exploding to just showcase what an amazing sale. Seriously, great time to get the game. We are officially logged in. Now, like I said in yesterday's video, this is the largest patch that has ever been dropped from 11th Hour Games for Last Epoch. And reading through it is pretty boring, and honestly, there's too much to read. So let's actually check out the in-game content, starting with passives. Now, there actually is some people in my Discord that don't really like the new layout. I think it's totally fine. There's a lot more space, and what they said is that this will set them up for the future. So for the bottom, they'll be able to add more skills. Now on here you have the base class, you obviously have Necromancer, Lich, and Warlock, which is coming, and then instead of going down to up, it is now going left to right. And in here, if anybody out there plays Grim Dawn, you are going to love this system because this is exactly how they do it. And they kind of have some indication markers in here, like this yellow line, as far as where you're at, and then what you need to do to unlock other skills. Now, I don't know if anybody else sees this, okay, but every time I see this yellow line, I think of first downs in the NFL. I don't know why my brain goes there. I know that is completely random, but you know how like when you watch it on TV, the yellow line is on the field, and to me, like, oh, that's where the yellow line is. I need to get this far to get the first down. I know that's stupid, just explaining where my brain goes. So new passives, I think it looks clean. Visually wise, it is stunning compared to the old one. And yes, it'll take some time to get used to, but if you played Grim Dawn, you are going to love this. Moving over to inventory. And this is something that we looked at as far as a leak previously, but obviously now we have it in game. Overall, spacing is a lot better. I love the new idol system, at least for my Fire Necro, because I have gained an entirely new idol, which means an additional 60% fire damage. So just for the build that I'm currently working on, it is working out very, very well. And then obviously we have these tabs up here now. So you have your blessings, and you could see what blessings you have failed to unlock. So you could see how many different blessings there really is for each one. And then it's interesting how they put this little ring around it. So if people are wondering, what is this blue ring around your blessing? It's how well the blessing rolled. So for example, I was very fortunate with my Fire Necro on critical strike avoidance. It rolled with a 45% perfect roll. Look at that. Full blessing all the way through it. I really like that one. And then I got another one that rolled at the absolute lowest. And it was probably my hardest fight. 25% to cold. Anyways, blessings look good. And another thing people are not talking about is appearance. So obviously this game will have microtransactions. 11th Hour Games has already come out and said that it'll be completely cosmetic. Okay, so no pay to win. That'll never be in this game. But look at the art they put for the witch, for example. Like, that is a very clean, nice looking image. And then on top of this, we know we're going to have helmet, gloves, armor, boots, weapon, offhand, but also we're going to have back. So like capes or something on your back, and then banners. That's interesting. One, and then 2 pets, and then last is portal. Okay, but also there's something else that they showed us, is that we're going to have skill effects. So even though it won't actually change how the skill functions, it will change how it looks, which might be cool for multiplayer. So you'll be able to actually change through MTX how your skills look, and then it'll have slots down here. It looks very nice. Anyways, new inventory menu, literally night and day improvement over the old one. Skills. Just like how in passives, it now goes left to right instead of up down. Actually, in skills, it used to go up. Yeah, it used to go up down instead of down up. So now in skills, it'll also go left right. So you have the Acolyte base class unlocks, then what you can unlock through points, and then obviously your masteries, your Necromancer, your Lich, and then future, the Warlock. Okay, So again, other than that, everything else is the same. It's just a layout at the very beginning. This screen has already been updated before, so they literally just changed how they're on the screen, but it already has all your indicators on it. It's smart to align with passives, so I am okay with it. Okay. Character menu. They didn't necessarily say that this was going to be updated, but we've already seen what it's going to look like in the future. I'm guessing they couldn't fit it into this patch. So as far as the actual character breakdown, this is old. They were not able to do an upgrade on this. Okay, so nothing has been changed other than the border and a couple other things. Other than that, it functions the exact same. So nothing there. Now, compared to all those other menus, this one is my absolute favorite, and it's your new Forge. If you haven't played Last Epoch, this is your new crafting station, so let's quickly craft an item together. So I found this belt, and it came with T4 minion health and T4 critical strike avoidance, a very nice starting point, especially with armor and potion slots. Now on to the Forge, you've got your 2 prefix and you have your 2 suffix, you've got your glyphs and you have your runes. Now, one thing that a lot of people don't know on here is this little blinking arrow that says up. You see that? So previously you'd have to click add modifier, you'd have to click on the modifier, and then you'd have to upgrade the modifier. Well, now you can just click, it automatically connects it to here, and then you can hit upgrade. 69% chance that, do we chance it? I don't know, it's for a recording, so I think we should. All right, it still added 5 instability, not good. I think it was maybe 4 or 5, I don't know. So now we're at tier 5, that one is maxed out. Okay, so now let's go to you and click the arrow. Now we're at 64. We're gonna use you. Bam, tier 5, tier 5. Do you notice how much quicker it is? Now, I want something different. So let's find minion damage. And you are now in there. 84. No! Fractured. Okay, so that wasn't very good. So now we go here and we're gonna shatter it. Okay, I wanna show something else about this. How fast it upgrades. Let's see, what do I want on this shield? Block. Gotta have block. Okay, block chance. There we go. 95%. We'll just use some of these for the point. Now watch how fast you can click through this. Before you could not do this. Ready? Cracked it tier 5. Okay, did you see how fast I went through that? Before it was not like that. It's quicker, it's easier, it's more intuitive, and it visually looks better. My favorite menu by far, the Forge. There is so much to cover with this update. Moving on to the UI, which you see to the right of me right here. It is smaller. You can now see down into the bottom because they cut the full bar out. It is cleaner, and my build right now uses Ward, so it has this little bar right here above it. It is so much better, it is easier on the eyes, and it is smaller, so you see more of the screen. Very nice job. I really like the new UI. Now, I do continue to say, literally to all game studios, give us an option to completely remove the UI. Now, if you don't know this, there is a trick to it. You can hit delete on your keyboard, and it will remove everything that is on the screen. But basically, you can't see anything. So that is kind of the trick that people will use, but you just can't remove the UI and keep everything else. So give us an option to remove the UI. Still not done. Let's go over to the game guide, which has also been redone. They've added in everything that is new, and they have restructured it a little bit. So let's do minion. There's all your minions. Okay, let's, what's something I've been working on? Bleed. You've got bleed. See, if you're new, there's an actually functioning game guide. I don't know what an affix is. Affixes. Game guide functions very well, it is quick, and you could search almost anything. I normally don't use the game guide, but it's there for anybody that is new. Still not done. Remember these? I actually keep screwing up because I try to click Sentinel and then drag it, but then I end up moving it. It is very easy now to move all your little stashes around. Oh, I better not do that, it's going to mess me all up later on. So you have all your stashes and you have your ones down here. It is really easy to move it all, and it functions very well. I have to get used to it because, again, I keep screwing up my stashes. You got to use the arrows now to move over, but functions very easily. The colors are different. They're brighter now. Why are these two the same color? Now they got to be separated. So ultimately, stash tab, way better. I enjoy it a whole lot more. Okay. Visuals. let's make some minions. We'll make some zombies. Okay. By the way, I love this skill. I'm going to do a separate video just on zombies. Okay. Actually, zombies might not be the right one. All right, get out of here. I'm going to put up some mages. Now, right when I started playing the game, I was like, it visually looks a whole lot different. Like, not just a little bit different, a lot different. And the reason why is because my Fire Necro obviously uses fire. And I use Wraiths, and now I'm using zombies, and I use mages. And fire is a new lighting effect. So let's attack this training dummy. Okay. When the fire goes off, you can see the light tracking on the ground, where before you could not see that. So it looks brighter, and since it casts shadows, it looks so much cleaner. Maybe there's not enough of them out there. Let's do this. Let me get a little bit of a bigger army to showcase what I am talking about. Is that enough? Alright, that's good. I'll throw up some zombies for good measure. And attack. Look at how bright it is. You see that? Used to not be like that. Like those zombies, right? Visually wise, not only did they redo a lot of the areas, but it looks so much better just from a lighting perspective. Big thumbs up. Two more things before we move on to the Monolith. Now, you know that they updated one-handed and two-handed items for this update, and I just wanted to showcase a few that I have found, because people always complain that the items that I wear don't actually look like the items that I carry. Well, that continues to improve. All right, so look at this. Let's see. What are we doing? All right, see that? Look at the sword. Huh? We're getting close to my favorite one. This one looks good. Come on, you can carry it better than that. And the two-handed blunt weapon. Look at this. Looks like a dinosaur bone. Love that one. So you can see like the shading and the reflection. Look at those visuals. Big old dinosaur bone. So anyways, obviously the items now reflect how they look, and they look a whole lot better. So very nice job there. On top of that, we have new maps. Ready? Ooh, I like the transitions that they put in. You can zoom in. Where am I supposed to be going here? Ancient Era. Divine Era. I like how it transitions. Man, it looks good. I didn't even think the maps looked bad before. Imperial. It's as far as you could zoom in. As far as you could zoom out. Ruined. Very clean. And the end of time. It's kind of fun though. My kids were having fun just literally clicking the transitions. It's nice. It's very nice. Easy on the eyes. I like it. All right. Moving over to the Monolith. Now, I don't know if I can say enough good things about the Monolith of Fate. I was actually concerned for a little bit that it's going to seem like a large update to the Monolith, but it's going to really just play the exact same, and that really isn't the case. Not only running Monoliths does feel different, even though it is still the same maps, but which ones you choose does truly matter. And it's really interesting that I use my web and go up just as how I would path when I'm playing the game. And I don't know why, I'm just wired that way. I really can't go left, right, down. I just go kind of up, right. Just the way that it always goes in action RPGs. And interestingly enough, I needed to die to see what happens, because you can't like really go back in Echo. So I needed to see what happens, and ultimately you can rerun that. You just no longer get the reward. So that's what happens if you die, which I'm sure maybe some of you already knew. But the Monolith, it feels really, really good. I am enjoying it. I like the different modifiers. I like being able to pick what rewards and which paths I want to go down. And later, I'm going to click this and fight the Shade of Oribus with my Fire Necro. And I got a feeling it is going to be an easy fight, because that's what I've been hearing about from people. So I am going to make a separate video on volatile zombies with minion mechanics and explain how that is working with my fire necro. And little teaser, it's amazing. So that video is coming. It'll probably maybe be tonight or tomorrow morning. I'm not 100% sure, but the Monolith is great. All right, everyone, that's going to do it for this video. I know it was just the basics because there's so much more in 0.8.2, but this video is already getting long, so I'm gonna have to save that for another one. I want to know your opinion. What do you think of 0.8.2? Have you logged in yet? Is the game progressing in the right direction? Are you impressed with this update? Let me know in the comment section below. If you're on the fence and you have not purchased Last Epoch yet, I am telling you it is a good time to get in so that you are prepped and ready for multiplayer. And right now, through my Nexus store, you can get the game for 20% off. Link is in the description below, and it supports the channel, which of course I appreciate. If you have not joined the official Action RPG Discord yet, please do so. We are now on the path for 1,000 members. Great conversations every day. The idea is to create a gaming community that could jump from game to game together so you never start the server alone. Link for that Discord is in the description. Thank you all for watching. I hope you learned something or at least were entertained. Aaron, out.